Please welcome Dr. Desmond Ford.
Only a few had accepted the invitation to come. It's going to be that way at the end of the world. And one of the reasons, what's made it worse in the last 150 years, is a myth that is known as Darwinism. I told you some time ago that I was writing a book, Genesis versus Darwinism. When I say I writing it, it's Jill that urged me to write it, and but for Jill it would never have been written. She has proofread this book, over 400 pages, 6 times, and she's done 1,000 other things in connection with it that I could never have done. Why do I write a book about Darwinism? Because in our generation it's different to when I was a boy. When I was a boy, very few people went to college or university. But now most of the children you and I know will go either to college and university or to one or the other. And over 90% will there lose their Christian faith. You understand me? Over 90% of Christian young people that go to colleges and universities lose their faith. So I must tell you why. It all goes back to a man called Charlie. Very wealthy man. When he died, he was worth about $13 million in our money. Never had to work a day in his life, though he was very industrious. He was a gentleman scientist. He lived in England in the middle of the 19th century. He was a geologist and a naturalist, but he had no faith in the Bible. His grandfather, a lascivious old rascal, was not a believer, and his father, of dubious ethical qualities, was not a believer. His elder brother, who never did a day's work in his life, was likewise not a believer, and Charlie Darwin did not trust the Bible. He said, if the Bible's true, my grandfather, my father, my brother, they're all going to be lost. Bible can't be true. Well, that was rather simplistic. He was not a bad man in the reckoning of most people. He was a decent man. But you know, the people whom Christ addressed in the Sermon on the Mount, he said they're all evil. Perhaps the truth is that anyone that doesn't give God his place in the reckoning of heaven is evil, because this earth is the lunatic asylum of the universe, and we're all here.
To help you understand God's Word in a whole new way, go to goodnewsunlimited.com. You can sign up there to get your free devotional delivered fresh to you each day.